Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between LawLiet and FoCuS, this game taking place here on Shattered Exile. On the bottom left hand side of the map we have LawLiet spawning as it's red Night Elf. Let me go ahead and fix these colors. There we go, red Night Elf, bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile FoCuS has spawned as the yellow orc. Crota, save us. Burrow Rush, I don't even know what you need to be saved from. But I will do my best. All right, Farseer going to be popping on out here in just a moment. It looks like it is going to be Farseer Grunts with a very fast tech to tier 2. So FoCuS actually going back into a very older style of strategy, something I haven't seen in quite some time, and we do see a detonation there from that Farseer. That tech is amazing. All right, so yeah, a tech to tier 2 right there. That this is a little bit of a strange opening, one I haven't seen in quite some time. Meanwhile, LawLiet is already moving out across the field with that Keeper of the Grove, looking to put down some pressure, perhaps get in a little bit of additional creeping away from all of the action. All right, Spirit Wolves are making their way out as well, and FoCuS is actually going to come across LawLiet pretty quickly. Level 2 now on that Keeper of the Grove. Ring of Protection +3 trying to be grabbed. It is going to be grabbed right there, so that Keeper of the Grove already has 9 armor and is going to be able to really rack up a lot of that damage. All right, who's going to blink first? It looks as though FoCuS is going to be forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal. There's that Scroll of Town Portal right there, as the Spirit Wolf is just going to most likely just teleport away as well. Down to the south, Ancient of War already rerouted and trying to get back a little bit of additional hit points. Normally, the game doesn't open up this quickly and right out of the gates. There's usually a little bit more time for me to get situated, but I do want to spend a good amount of time today making sure I'm not just watching the first 2 minutes of the video where I know everything that is happening. Anyways, FoCuS going after the Rogue Wizard here. Rogue Wizard will get taken down pretty quickly, picking up a Cloak of Shadows and then moving right along. Apprentice Wizards will get cleaned up as we're looking at the Bandit about to get taken down as well, but the Brigand actually just pretty much being ignored. Farseer without enough hit points and having a bit of a difficult time in order to just try and do any extra creeping right now. Gonna go ahead and summon up some Spirit Wolves, but really needs that Voodoo Lounge to replenish some of those precious lost hit points. FoCuS a bit behind in this situation, this scenario. LawLiet with an interesting creep pattern, now going after some mercenary camps as well, and was able to get to level 2, has a large amount of armor. However, you don't really want to be tanking damage from your Keeper of the Grove either. All right, also there is a good amount of units that actually have frost armor on this map, so it actually makes things much more difficult for for armies that have melee creeping early on, such as the Blade Master and those grunts. So Keeper of the Grove alongside a bunch of archers able to clear out these creep camps fairly quickly, only having to deal with the additional armor of frost armor and not that slow attack speed, slow debuff. All right, a little bit of an intro out of the way here. We are at tier 2 already. We are going for a Shadow Hunter. There is a Bestiary and a Tauren Totem already being added across as well. It looks like it is going to be Spirit Link as the Keeper of the Grove comes across here and going to get off a level 2 Entangle. Shadow Hunter, however, may have a little bit of something to say about that, summoning some treants as well. Keeper of the Grove uses the Wand of Mana Stealing, and it looks as though Grunt is going to end up falling. Keeper of the Grove with that additional 9 or +6 armor, able to do quite a bit more. There's a quick Hex, though, onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove down to 76, 70 hit points, and is now forced to retreat. So one good Scroll of Town Portal deserves another one. Some treants are going to end up getting cleaned up here rather nicely, as both sides burn through a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. Panda now out onto the battlefield once more. Tree of Ages getting added in alongside an Ancient of Lore. Second Ancient of Lore could be added, as this game is just straight off to the races already in terms of tempo and pacing. Level 3 Keeper of the Grove getting out a quick Panda. Tech to tier 3, not really massing up Dryads first at all, perhaps knowing that his opponent has already gotten the tier 2, but he's also spending a lot on infrastructure, a Bestiary and a Tauren Totem, also with a hero, knowing that he himself is not going to be trying to buy a Scroll of Town Portal and attacking. this instead of Echo Isle next year, hopefully. We'll definitely see the 4 spawning locations. I don't know if it's forced cross spawns, but there is a lot of places to creep, and there are some interesting things and interesting strategies to still unfold. Coming back off to the north here, Panda gonna try and finish off this, well, Enforcer while he is entangled. A lot of damage mitigated right there. Meanwhile, an Assassin spreading out poison across multiple units. And now, ooh, how did this guy get frost armor? Oh, there you go. Rogue Wizard in the back, giving that frost armor there. All right. We are 7 minutes into this game. Healing salves being picked up. We're still looking at the Farce here at level 2, trying to get to level 3. These enraged water elementals, dealing quite a bit of piercing damage, but the Raiders will have the right armor type for that. Brewmaster sitting at level 2. Keeper of the Grove has a Staff of Preservation. Lightning Shield on the LawLiet's Archer, purposely backing away and now going towards the Enraged Elemental, dealing quite a bit more damage there as well. Keeper of the Grove does pick up a Wand of Lightning Shield. Is the Archer going to perhaps try and back away? Yes, it is. And now looking to retreat back here as the Keeper of the Grove gets caught out in midfield, gets surrounded, and gets taken down. Level 3 Keeper of the Grove caught in midfield, taken down, destroyed. And well, what is going to happen next here? Quicken Snare as the Shadow, or as the Farseer gets up to level 3. Shadow Hunter gonna, well, get closer to level 3 as well. Keeper of the Grove now waiting to resurrect. That is going to take some time. Meanwhile, Tree of Ages just now finishing. We are not even at adept training, now going to be going for mastery training as well to get some of these bears out here on the battlefield. Meanwhile, out front, Shadow Hunter, Farseer clearing out the Apprentice Wizard and Rogue Wizard creep camp off to the north. It is going to be scouted out by this Ancient of War, and this Panda will need to, well, perhaps try and retreat back here. This Druid of the Claw, very low on hit points, though, or actually not low on hit points, more of the fact that he is not in bear form, not going to really be able to deal that much damage as we see multiple rejuvenation. Brewmaster could be in trouble. He has rejuvenation on him. He has double Moonwells that are now completely bone dry. He is backed up into a corner and just not in a good spot at all. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, trying to break his way free. There's another rejuvenation. Brewmaster trying to just break out of a tough spot here, able to back away once more, and still Keeper of the Grove is here. All right, Raiders now looking to back up again. More rejuvenation coming across here. A Scroll of Town Portal finally being forced to be used. 350 gold as the Scroll of Town Portal moves things around, shuffles things up, and bears now draw out onto the battlefield. All right, hello, thank you for the love and all those nice, what, I think that's a happy thing, happy words that you are, or happy spirit that you're sending me. All right, Rogue Wizard easily cleared up here. Keeper of the Grove now back out onto the battlefield. It feels like it's been almost forever and a day since that Keeper of the Grove is back out onto the battlefield here, selling up a couple of those rings of protection, picking up a Scroll of Town Portal, taking up a Clarity Potion, not grabbing a Moonstone. Oh, I take it back. I thought a Moonstone should have been grabbed. It is currently Artificial Nightfall in order to fill up those Moonwells if another fight does come by soon. All right, looking at these Moonwells, well, there is Wellsprings. There is that Wellspring Blessing that really needs to be done here in order to, well, have Night Elf be able to continually heal. We are looking at only one Staff of Preservation, and I'm just trying to get analysis into this game here and collect my thoughts is a little bit difficult, as both sides have been extremely aggressive with their style of play. And well, Goblin Sappers, quick. What is that? It was a Goblin Sapper trying to run on down in. Are we going to perhaps see a Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire trying to finish things off here? Is that going to try and run across or perhaps go after any of those additional units here, finishing off some of those peons? A little bit of, well, Assassin Slow Poison here as damage is adding in. All right, more pressure putting off across there, trying to finish off, gets one Orc Burrow, not able to get down into more positions as both sides are attacking the other base. Scroll of Town Portal coming back around the other way. There is some repairs. Scroll of Town Portal coming back here. Are they going to be able to finish off any units? There goes one Moonwell, but no units were taken down. All right, a little bit of damage over time. However, the Breath of Fire, well, Slow Poison down to 5 hit points there, will get healed back up. Night Elf immune also regen at night and can see further. Yes, that is very cool map until that Panda Breath. Well, yes, dad jokes galore. Brewmaster out onto the battlefield here. Level 3 Keeper of the Grove, level 3 Panda. That Panda, well, did not get taken out earlier on. Level 3 Keeper of the Grove, only 1 Staff of Preservation. We are looking at Scourge Bone Chimes. Thank you for the follow. Definitely consider following if you want to consider supporting the channel in a very easy way. I don't know, search engine SEO optimization coupled with relevance on Twitch. All of those are tied to follows and likes and what chat activity. If you want to contribute monetarily or have a free Amazon Prime subscription, well, for all you guys out there watching on YouTube and forget that you have a free Amazon Prime subscription that it converts over to Twitch, definitely consider using it on my channel, as I am still trying to, well, make this hobby last as long as I can. Keeper of the Grove going to be coming back on down here, trying to, well, absorb a bit of damage. Thank you, Burrow Rush, for the sub, as we're going to see a potential Creepjack coming in from the back here. FoCuS coming in with level 3 Farseer, level 3 Shadowhunter, and this could be very, very damaging. There is a Scroll of Town Portal to try and head back on out. Ice Revenant does need to get taken down, and it looks like it will get taken down here. Hex onto the Panda. Panda, will he be able to pick up the item? Yes, he does pick up the Hood of Cunning, and is able to teleport away just in time. Coming back through, though, I believe the body of the assassin, yeah, LawLiet's assassin was taken down and was removed. Had to make sure it wasn't one of those creeps. Nice, my first Twitch stream. Bloomer, thank you for the sub as well. Well, ask and you shall receive. So, and I guess that is just one of those cases. So, yeah, thank you for the support. Yeah, views have been down, and all of that, so making it well, going a little bit below my minimum for me to go ahead and continue all of this, well, work, waking up at 5:30 in the morning to get in a couple of casts before I really start my day. Ice Revenant can easily be taken down here. Well, Frost Armor, as I mentioned, really making it difficult to clear out creep camps, as once more we see down to the south a very, very old school style of play. Raiders, Spirit Walkers, and Kodo Beasts. Units are now back in play once more. Brewmaster has now Endurance Aura, able to move around much more quickly. And now what is going to end up unfolding? Level 4 on both of these heroes. And what I am quite surprised about at this point in the stage in the game is, well, actually how low level these heroes are. Out of the gate, they were very, very fast, getting up to level 2, level 3. And now we seem to be stagnating at level 4, even though they are, well, engaging against each other and causing a little problems for each other. FoCuS going to pick up that Tome of Intelligence there, and there are still a handful of creep camps left on the map. War 3 in a bit of a dip, but it will come. Age of Empires 4. Well, I don't know. Does Age of Empires 4, does it have a competitive scene? A competitive RTS scene? Burrow, yes, I wish new players know about diversity. Yeah, I do wish that somehow Blizzard was able to bring in new players. I think that's really what Reforged was trying to do, what they were trying to do with Reforged, but ended up doing a really, really bad job, not necessarily having the polish that most Blizzard games in the past had. I agree, but for such an old game, it's quite... Yeah, it's true. I mean, unless there's a reason to go to this game, and a part of the problem is as true as, you know, as true as it is that Reforged really was not in the step of the right direction. When you see the hardcore fans of a community really bashing their own game, it leaves a little bit of a sour taste in the mouth as well. Keeper of the Grove going to be easily, well, nope, not easily, going after that Kodo Beast there. Going to be a quick disenchant as FoCuS able to hold on to that Kodo Beast. Those new players get rushed and harassed early game though. Tetris has 15-year-olds dominating. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Tetris is really a Twitch-based memory muscle game though, as we're looking at units just making their way out across the field. We need a War 3 documentary. All right. What? I think the only true documentary that could be made would be the rise and fall of the RTS, and that would really talk about StarCraft, WarCraft 3, StarCraft 2, right, and how they tried to make their way through, but then this new genre of, well, League of Legends style game, MOBAs, made their way out onto the battlefield. I think there was a... No, I was joking about those new players. Oh, for the new players, yeah. All right, so finally, a little bit of reprieve from both sides right now. FoCuS sitting at 69 supply compared to LawLiet's 50 over 70. LawLiet does have a little bit more of a bank going for him, and he does have this very, very tight SimCity style base. It will make it very difficult for FoCuS to try to dive in. Coming back around, more Dryads are getting added here, and now transitioning into Mountain Giants for that front line, getting up into 66 over 70 supply. So one of the true benefits of Night Elf that some players don't think about is the ability to train up 16 supply or a large supply of units, 14 supply of units off of 2 production buildings. Yes, they do take a little bit of time, but being able to bank up and then train up that much is also very, very helpful. I don't believe I don't believe Orc can do that, and all of the Frostworms and Chimeras are the only other high supply units that are really currently out there. In my opinion, Work is too authentic and nothing replaces it. But I play on Game Ranger because I have no idea where to set up other. Anyways, don't want to spam chat. I'll just enjoy the stream. Thank you, Bloomer. But yeah, great games. Partly RTS genre is empty. Well, the RTS is one of those games where a lot of players don't quite know what they're looking for. It's a genre. It's a very niche genre. And it is a very, very niche genre, and games can often go long, right? Like sometimes you get into these 45-minute matches. They're absolutely epic matches, but they're very difficult, and the pacing is kind of difficult as well. StarCraft Brood War was perhaps in terms of simplicity and in terms of timing attacks, had a lot more going on there, and those timing attacks I really appreciated. In WarCraft 3, it doesn't necessarily have timing attacks into destroying your opponent's base as much as there is this slow build up to epic battles that I like, that is different than the A move slow build up of epic battles of StarCraft 2. As I talk about this we're looking at 76 supply compared to 72 now. Both sides were able to engage each other. Both sides sitting very, very close to level 5 here, as we're going to be looking at perhaps a couple of disenchants here in just a moment. Shadowhunter now trying to pull back. Both sides trying to get into the proper positioning, as we are now looking at units coming in from the north and south. We could be looking into a little bit of a flank. Treants are now coming off to the north here, and there's a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire straight off the bat onto much of those units. Ensnare onto the Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant going to try to absorb a little bit of damage, and now, another Ensnare onto the Panda. Panda with a good rejuvenation. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire going across more units as the ensnares are making the retreat impossible. All right, a Kodo Beast now dining on a Druid of the Claw, as the Kodo Beasts are trying to eat more and more units. Mountain Giants are trying to taunt, as we see the Raiders are trying to dive onto the Dryads in the back. Kodo Beasts, if they can continue to dine and dash and then stay in that back line, FoCuS will start to take that supply advantage further, as the Panda is now pretty much out of mana, but still has a potion of mana if he wants to get off another Drunken Haze Breath of Fire. Beautiful healing wave, saving a bunch of Raiders here, as the Panda still fighting its way through, and now Spirit Link causing a bit of problems, as it is difficult to focus fire down many of the units. FoCuS has not brought any peons into this battle, surprisingly, as this does look like an all-in fight on both sides. A bunch of these Spirit Walkers are low on hit points. If we see a Drunken Haze Breath of Fire across them, they could start to get low on hit points, and then one more Breath of Fire, and all of these Spirit Walkers will get taken down. Scroll of Healing now counteracting that, as the Mountain Giants still absorbing a lot of damage in that front line. 66 supply compared to 70. Breath of Fire that time around not nearly as effective at taking down actual units, as the Scroll of Healing was there already. Mountain Giants coming in, more taunts coming across as well. Scroll of Town Portal finally being used. Are we going to see any more units trying to retreat here? Both sides got up to level 5 nearly on all their heroes. No, I was hoping the Keeper of the Grove would get to level 5 there. Make me predict that perfectly. No, 4.9 on that Keeper of the Grove. Both sides a little bit worse for wear. I believe a couple of well, yeah, 2 bears in the belly of the beast here. So FoCuS going to finish digesting 2 bears, and that is going to give, well, a big advantage. Oh, or make things a little bit more even, as well, LawLiet should be dropping in supply while FoCuS gets a little bit more experience as well. Has insane unrecognized team game potential though. It does. Yeah, there's a lot to be said about Warcraft 3 and how it could be made better. Let's go ahead and focus on this game though. FoCuS now trying to engage here as the Farseer gets caught out in midfield. Serpent Wards now being placed down. That is level 3 Serpent Wards instead of training for Hex. Drunken Ace Breath of Fire across multiple Grunts. Grunts are trying to chase after the Dryads, but the Dryads are a bit too fast as the Farseer now getting in the way of the Panda. Panda does have a potion of lesser invulnerability as we see it entangle now onto the Farseer. FoCuS loses the level 5 Farseer, and that could pretty much be it there. LawLiet going to be able to back away with the Scroll of Town Portal. A nice hit-and-run strategy coming in from the Night Elf this time around to close out the game. Beautifully played, beautifully done. The Kodo Beast couldn't finish digesting enough of the bears in time to give experience to FoCuS's heroes. LawLiet able to outlast his opponent there. I believe he actually lost less resources to upkeep. That 400 difference right there. Perhaps a bear and a half. That's all the difference you need in going into that last fight. FoCuS mined more gold. No, actually, LawLiet mined a little bit more gold there. So beautifully played, beautifully done. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.